Hey everyone, and welcome back to the 14 Days of Elevation meditation series, where we'll be teaching you how to rewrite your story today on day 5. We are so excited to be here for this free meditation series during this time. The 14 Days of Elevation has been so transformative. It has been so healing and so relaxing, and we're so grateful for all the messages that we're receiving from you guys saying thank you for showing up during this time and shining your light. So let us give a big thank you to you for showing up and shining your light, because it's not just us showing up and bringing you these meditations. It's you tuning in, it's you calming down, it's you choosing love over fear and finding peace during the chaos.
Yeah, we're just facilitators here. It's really you that's the golden nugget. And so definitely honor yourself. Just take a moment to, especially if you've been joining us or you're here today for the first time, thank you so much. Like, this kind of work matters. It really does matter, because it puts you in a great space. You know, when we can take a little bit of time out of our day and, for one, be together, you know, in a positive way, but also to relax, to talk a little bit about our fears, to talk about how we're going to overcome them, to realize that we can overcome pretty much any block that we really need to. It's just such a great space to be in, and to allow ourselves the time to be able to do that. I really hope that after this 14 days are up, that you continue on this practice. Even if you just rewatch the video straight in the same order, or whatever it is that you need to do, or you just want to practice on your own, I hope this is just an invitation. It's just a small taste of what meditation can do. And I hope that you've really found, I mean, with the messages that we've been receiving, it's really obvious that so many people are getting so many benefits. I mean, we're seeing husband-wife duos do this together.
Oh, Rami and David are here live watching.
Yes. Yeah. Hello, sweet friends. Yes.
I know, it's so cool to see couples doing it together. I just received a bunch of pictures just now before we got on. One of our elevators was pulling cards from the Shine from the Inside Oracle and doing meditation with her daughter this morning. Like,
it's beautiful.
Whoa,
just so beautiful.
So cool to see how you guys are using these tools and techniques in your life, whether it's to help your children, to help yourself, to help deepen your relationships. You know, meditation really is a healing balm for all problems in your life. So if you're going through some tough times, you're going through some changes, then you're in the right place, because these meditations will help you calm down and find the silver lining, and know that all these changes are actually to bring you to a more elevated understanding. And we're just so grateful to be that guide for you during this time. So again, thank you for showing up every day here at 11:11 a.m. Central Time for this 14 Days of Elevation meditation series. Today, Chris is going to be guiding you through the Rewriting Your Story meditation. And this was inspired by yesterday's meditation. We finished up. I blissed everyone out by taking them through this experience to help cut away all the anchors and the cords that hold you back and keep you from moving forward. And after we did that meditation, Chris was sharing his experience, and we realized, oh my gosh, you know what? This is exactly in alignment with rewriting your story. Because once you let go of all the burdens and the pain and that stuff that holds you back from the past, you have to start to decide a direction you want to go. That was something we did in the meditation, was we directed our ship and we sailed it into a future that we decided we wanted to experience. And so today's really going to help you to rewrite that script and that story, to help you start stepping into that more empowered, expanded, enlightened, elevated version of yourself.
Yeah, Brit touched on something a minute ago about how meditation is such a healing balm for so many things. And why that's the case is because everything starts in our mind. All of how we're experiencing the world starts in our mind. You can take two people and run them through the exact same experience. You can take them out, you take them to a sporting event, you can take them to a seminar, and they'll both come away with two totally different experiences. And the reason why is because both of their mindsets are in different places. And so if you want to latch onto a life that you absolutely love, if you want to be a part of something where you just feel like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, it all starts in your mind. It is lovely to be a part of a community that loves their life too. That's great to be in. But it all starts with you, and it all starts in your mind. So before we get started today, I just want to have you check in with yourself. For one, how do you feel? Every time before we do a meditation, you just check in. How do I feel right now? Where am I at on a scale of 1 to 10? Where am I at? 1 being ich, and 10 being, oh, I'm amazing. Where are you on that? And then 2, once you've got that down, What's the story you're telling yourself right now? What's the story you've been telling yourself? And does that story inspire you and motivate you to take action? A lot of people always ask us, I want to be motivated. How do I get my motivation up? It's the story you're telling yourself. The story is what motivates you. You know, you hear a lot of people call it as the why.
Yeah.
But really the why is just the story. It's what are we telling ourselves inside our own minds? What are we hypnotizing ourselves to believe so that we can either go out and do phenomenal things, or we stay at home curled in the fetal position, unable to literally get up and do even the most basic of stuff. And so what story are you telling yourself right now? It's so important to key that in, especially as we're gonna go and rewrite the story, because as we do this, I want you to rewrite an empowering story. Give yourself the opportunity not to be like, oh, well, I'll just do it about 5% better than I'm doing now. Like that's not this. You want to be in a space where you rewrite it so it's exactly how you'd want it. Just imagine a version of yourself that's phenomenal, that literally just would blow you out of the water.
The total badass, like movie star version of yourself. Because the truth is, you're already that. You're just pretending not to be.
Whew, that's so deep. All right, and so if you are ready for this meditation.
Ooh, I'm ready. It's Sunday, I'm ready. I said, you ready to go to church? He goes, yeah, at 11 a.m.
So let's start to rewrite your story. Yeah, if you're ready for this action, if you're really ready to give yourself the opportunity to rewrite it, to come out after this meditation feeling like, you know what, this is totally going to be a new space for me. I want you to open your eyes, and when I'm gonna have you close your eyes, when you open them, I want you to open them into a new life and give yourself that chance. And even if you're like, I don't know if I can do that, pretend it. Pretend it for a moment. And as we do this meditation, pretend as hard as you can. Anything I suggest, just use your imagination and just pretend as though it's absolutely true.
Yeah, and like Chris said, tune in, check in with yourself. How do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? You know, if you're not getting clear and checking in with yourself, you're never gonna know if you need to adjust or make some changes. And so we ask you to tune in and rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How do I feel right now? So go ahead and drop that in the comments below. That way we can tune in again at the end of this meditation and you can see, wow, I elevated like 4 levels just through that 5-10 minutes of meditation. I can't believe how quickly I was able to shift myself. And that's because we have to tune in and take conscious control. And it starts with our breath and, like Chris said, the stories we tell ourselves. So take a moment, tune in. Are you watching live? Are you here? Are you watching the playback? It doesn't matter. Leave a comment below. Let us know, where are you at right now before we begin this meditation. And if you are here watching, thank you so much for tuning in. If you know someone who would love this message, we're about to dive into that meditation. And the more we can collectively create this uplifting energy and vibration of tuning into love and peace together, collectively, we can create massive peaceful shifts in our planet. So if you know someone who's got that high vibe or needs to tune into it and plug in, then go ahead and tag them in the comments below, because we're about to dive into this meditation.
Oof.
All right, let us know in the comments by saying I'm ready, or drop that number where you're at on a scale of 1 to 10, and we'll begin starting now. Yay! All
right, as we always do, we're gonna take 3 long, big, deep breaths together. On the exhale of the 3rd breath, we're gonna close our eyes and just begin to relax. This is the way we do all meditations. This is the way I do it in my own personal practice. This is the way I do it with any person that I'm teaching how to do this stuff. So let's take those 3 big breaths together now. The first breath, here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Second breath, bigger than before. Second breath in. Hold it. Let it out. Good. Now the 3rd breath, make it bigger than the last 2. Really bring that breath in. Let's go in now. Hold it. Hold it. Exhale and just let your eyes gently close down. Get into your body a little bit. Let your mind relax. Let your body relax. And from this point forward, just let your mind and body relax a little bit more with each breath that you take. Let all the sounds around you just fade into the background. The only sound you really need to listen to now is the sound of my voice, and the sound of my voice always helps you to relax just a little bit more. Find your breath relaxing more, slow the breath down, slow your mind down. I want you to send a big wave of relaxation that starts from the top of your head. I want you to send it all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just let your whole body relax. Each breath taking you a little bit deeper. Each breath helping you go a little bit more inside. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the more you allow yourself to relax. always drifting down, always enjoying it more. Let's do another big wave of relaxation. Just see how much you can let your body relax. Let this one be twice as strong as the last one. Starting from the top of your head, send a nice wave of relaxation all the way down your body. Feel your muscles turning over, going loose and limp and relaxed. Good. Now let's do one more wave. You deserve it. We're here together. We've got the time. Let's relax a little bit deeper now. Send one more big wave of relaxation, starting from the top of your head. Send it all the way down to the tips of your toes. See if you can make this one 10 times as strong as the last one. Send that wave down your body and just notice your muscles melting. Notice how much more relaxed you are than you were just a moment ago. And tune in again. How much better do you feel right now than you did right when we started? How much more relaxed are you? We've only been doing this for a few moments. Let that body relax. Let the mind relax. Let yourself become totally still. I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. As I do, just let yourself relax a little bit more with each number that I count. See if your mind and body, like a team, can relax much more. 5. Letting go. Getting rid of all the tension, all the thoughts, all the worries. 4. Drifting down, releasing, relaxing. 3. Allowing yourself this time and space. 2. Sinking a little bit deeper now, really feeling the weight of your body. And 1. Ooh, deeply relaxed. Mind and body relaxed. And now you're ready for the upcoming adventure that we are going to take together. I want you to use your fantastic imagination. And I want you to imagine that you're walking through a library. This is the library that contains the knowledge of every single thing, every living thing, everything that's past, everything that's going to come. There's a book inside this library on that. And I want you to make a stroll down through the library aisles, noticing the books. Maybe you can smell the smell of old books. You notice that it's quiet. You're the only person in the library. It's just you walking through the aisles. And you find yourself coming up on a book. And it's the book of you. This book contains your story. Inside these pages are everything that has ever happened to you. Everything from the past, everything in the present, and everything that's going to happen in the future. Now I want you to take that book and I want you to find yourself in the library in a quiet, calm place. I want you to sit down. I want you to set the book down on the desk. And I want you to open it up. We want to open up to the past. The first part about our story that we're going to rewrite is our past. And only you can rewrite this. This is for you. You're the only one that can edit this book. You're the only one that can look through its pages. It's 100% meant for you. So what I want you to do is I want you to begin flipping through the pages of your past. And I want you to notice all the past hurts, the pains, the letdowns, the negative feelings, the thought and emotional patterns, the jealousy, the envy, the anger, the hatred. I want you to flip through those pages and find yourself looking at your past through this book. Now what I want you to notice is that all of the lessons from all the things you've experienced in your past, all the things that seemed so negative at the time, have truly brought you to where you are today. And so what you're going to do is you're going to notice that all the lessons in the book are written in gold. They're written in bright gold. These lessons we actually need. We have to have them in order to move forward in our lives. We have to have them in order to grow. It takes chaos sometimes. It takes moments of turbulence. It takes moments of sorrow, of loss, to really cause us to get out of our comfort zone and to grow. So I want you to notice that these lessons are written in gold, and they're meant to stay with you through your whole life. Now the rest of the story, the details, the people who played a part, the feelings that you had, the emotional experience, all those words in your book are fading. Because they're no longer really important. The only important part about your past is two things. One is that it's over, and two, it's that the lessons are still there. Because you need them. You need them for the person you are now, and you need them for the person that you're going to be. I want you to see those words disappearing off the pages. All the emotional connection tied to those experiences, tied to the people who needed to be there in order to cause you to change, in order to cause you to wake up, in order to cause you to find out that the strength in this life is inside you. All of those words disappear off the page. And the only thing that is left are the golden lessons, the golden nuggets that you truly need. Good. Now we're going to flip past these pages. We're going to skip the present for now. And we're going to go to the future. Flip forward in the book toward where the future would be, and notice that these pages are actually blank. Because what you do in the present actually creates what happens in your future. And so I want you to pick up a pen that's sitting next to you, and I want you to begin to write in the future pages. I want you to begin to dream. I want you to begin to realize that there is a future out there that is incredible for you. And I want you to begin writing in that story now. It's a bright future. It's maybe not the things you've been telling yourself in the past. It's not about limitation. It's about opportunity. It's about positivity. It's about finding your true strength and courage and bravery. It's about being able to go out and accomplish whatever dream you've set for yourself. It's about you finding that destiny that you know you're here for. You are the culmination of millions and millions of years of evolution. Survivors, people who've lasted, people who've gone through pandemics, people who've gone through horrible situations and still made it out on the other side. You are the child of them. You've come here for a strong purpose. Write that purpose in your story of the future. Write it like it matters so much, because it does. Write yourself as the hero in your story. It doesn't matter if you feel like it's true right now. That's not important. The important part is that you write and that you feel it and that you realize that this is your future. This story that you're writing is a story that you tell yourself. So let it be one where you are empowered. Now that you've written the future, I want you to go back to the present now. Flip back to the present. And realize that the things you're doing right now may not lead to that future that we're talking about. Maybe it's the habits that you're doing. Maybe you're not working on your fitness like you know you need to. Maybe you're not working on that job. Maybe you're not saying the right things to yourself internally. Maybe your self-talk's really messed up. You've been too hard on yourself. You haven't been giving yourself a break. So what I want you to begin to do now is to fill in the present moment. Fill it in with the habits and the story you know you need to have now in order for that future to come true. Because like I said, what we do in the present brings us to the future. So if you want a story of empowerment, you're going to have to do empowered things. Think of what that superhero version of yourself would do now, and begin to write that into the present. Write about how you're courageous. Write about how you're confident, about how you know your dreams can succeed, about how great life is, about how you feel with your partner or your kids. Write about that relationship. Write about your self-care and how you're going to get good sleep at night. You're not going to stay up worrying anymore. You're going to feel comfortable through your day. You're going to meet people and they're going to fall in love with you. That business idea that you want, you're going to start. You're no longer going to sit on the sidelines. It's time to get into the game. Now, I want you to go back and I want you to look at the past. I want you to flip through those pages and see those amazing lessons because you know you needed them. You know you had to have them in your life in order to get where you are now. Now flip through the present and notice who you're becoming. Notice what you need to do in the present moment. And then work your way into those future pages again. And just see what's on the horizon. Just get excited. Feel that excitement building within yourself. Oh, I cannot wait. I didn't know it could be this amazing. When you're finished writing in your book, I just want you to close it shut, put your pen down, and just take a moment with yourself now. Just to remind yourself how loved you are, how much you matter, and the things that you're going to do in your life. When you are ready to step into that newness, to really accept the story that you've rewritten for yourself, to show the world who you're really going to be. Whenever you're ready to step into that new life, into that new world, and into that new story, take a nice, big, long breath, fill up your lungs, exhale, let it out, and when you're ready, open your eyes and notice how good you feel. Yes, 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 yes. Blissed out. Blissed out.
Whew. Okay, I have something to report when I get back to this planet. Okay. So
take a moment, it's fine. It's a slow comeback, yeah, it's all right.
Everyone take your time, but I feel really called to share what came through during my meditation. So come here, come on. I feel like the Tiger King right now.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so what came through in my meditation? You talked about finding the golden lessons. And before you even talked about pulling out the painful experiences of the past, I was already there. Like, I think, you know, telepathy and I know you. But I had all of these negative experiences, very painful ones, #MeToo ones. And they were already showing up like as pages in my book, like very bigly, you know, written in big, bold font. And as you talked about letting it all go and just finding the golden lessons, the first lesson that I was shown was open up. And it was for my heart chakra because I've been painfully and emotionally hurt in the past, just as we all have. And we build those walls to protect ourselves. Then I moved through the throat chakra, which was my #MeToo moment. I was sexually abused in my throat. And so I was told to speak up. And then the final lesson that came through was to rise up. And that was to overcome all of these painful experiences because they weren't meant to hold you down or to make you feel unloved or unworthy. They were to teach you to become stronger, to speak up, to open up, and to rise up. And so thank you for that. That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like, I need to go back and do my lower chakras. That way I'm like not up in the clouds all day. But hey, it's Sunday, so who cares?
Yeah.
All right, how did you guys enjoy that? Now take a moment to tune in. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling? You know, before we started this meditation, we asked you to tune in, to check out what's going on, and now do the same and see, how, do you feel elevated? Do you feel more peace, more bliss, more calm, more forgiveness?
Yeah, as we rewrite these stories, we really allow ourselves a chance to step into a new life. You know, if we keep saying the same story all the time, it's very difficult to latch onto something new. so many people have big dreams that they just procrastinate on. And the reason why is because of that story. They just don't see a version of themselves inside. Even though they know they want to do something, they don't see a version of themselves that can actually do it, that can be successful, that can run a business, or that can have a great relationship, or that can, you know, just do the kind of things that they've always wanted to do. And so as you change these stories, you become that person. You become the story you tell yourself. Brit is blissed out.
Oh my God.
And this is such a great...
This is better than drugs.
This is such a great secondary gain. You know, despite the fact that we're here and being able to really up-level our mindset quickly. I mean, within 10 or 15 minutes, we can up-level our mindset significantly and keep these changes. Yeah. The secondary gain is all the relaxation that you get, because it's just great to take a moment. Yeah. You know, this is not sleep. You're fully aware. I mean, you can tell, you can always hear the sounds around you. You can hear noodles coming in and join us sometimes during the meditations, and I love it because you come to a place where you know inside that you can focus on whatever thoughts you want to. And they can either be the thoughts that empower you and build you up, or they can be thoughts that debilitate you and destroy you. It's always your choice. Yeah. It's always your choice what you focus on, and then what you repeat to yourself and what you accept. So anytime you have a problem where your story's been wrong for years and years and years and years, come back to a space where you're like, you know what? I'm done with that story. Yep, I'm gonna close that book. I'm gonna toss that one in the trash. I'm gonna start up a new story, and I'm gonna start doing this story now. It's always up to you. That's the idea here, is that you have always an empowered choice to be able to make.
I love that so much. So let me just tune into the comments really quick. Tiger Queen. I literally thought that when he jumped in my head. I was like, oh, I'm the Tiger Queen right now. Yes, when I thought of the golden lessons before you said, let the emotions fade away, the words of emotions and details faded away. Yeah. Oh, so cool. And then I feel more peaceful and more clear about who I am going to be after all this stuff that's going on right now. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. We are all going to be different because of this. Whether you're 1000% impacted or 1% impacted, this is a collective change and a collective shift where you're being invited to participate consciously in life and say, you know what, maybe there are things in my life that aren't working. And this is a great opportunity to start making those shifts and changes. And if you feel alone, or you don't know that step-by-step strategy or have those tools available to you, then join us inside the Elevated Life Membership Club, because that's where we show up with all of our wisdom to help you along your path of spiritual and personal development. Because we know we all are here for a reason, for a purpose. And when these stories from the past hold us back and stop us from believing that our dreams are possible, or believing that we're here for a purpose, or believing that we're even worthy of love and abundance, then we're doing ourselves a disservice. And hey, you're gonna have to come back and do it again. Hello, hashtag reincarnation. Yeah. So do the work, show up, play the game, participate in life, and consciously decide what kind of life you wanna experience. Because although we can't control the external experiences, we can control the internal emotions.
Oof.
Bam.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you for tuning in for day 5 of the 14 days of Elevation free meditation series here on social media. We're joining you every single day at 11:11 a.m. Central Standard Time to bring you these guided meditations to help you find your inner calm, your inner peace, and to connect you with a community of high vibing elevators who are on a mission to make this planet more peaceful, more loving, and more connected, so that we don't feel like in quarantine, we're all of our souls are like, whoa, I just want to be around people. I mean, of course, like the sensitive empaths and introverts, they're loving it. You know what I mean? They love being at home. But the truth is, we all want to be connected, and we all want to feel like we're not alone. Even if we like being alone, Chris literally has a tattoo on his shin that says lone wolf with a wolf on it. Okay, so when he got that, I was kind of like, but what about me? And that's a reminder that we have to be comfortable in being alone, because the truth is, we only have ourself and our soul to fall back on. That's going to be there 100% of the time. You have been the only person with you since day one. Not your mom, not your partner, not your dog, you, your soul, your higher self. Like there's 2 of you in there, okay? And it's about coming together and integrating with that higher self, that higher version. That's what we talked about. Imagine that movie star fucking badass version of yourself. That's you. You're just pretending not to be.
Mic drop. There it was.
All right. Any other thoughts,
questions, ideas, leave them in the comments below. If you know someone who would love this message, please like, share, subscribe, tag, whatever you got to do to spread the good vibes. And if you're loving these meditations, be sure to catch day 1 through 4 if you haven't seen them already, or join us inside the Elevated Life Membership Club, where we have over 100 guided meditations to help you find your inner bliss. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 11:11 a.m. Central Standard Time here on social media for the 14 days of elevation. Woo woo! Thank you so much for tuning in. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.